everybody, this is Nacho from Nacho's Desert Driveway. In my last video I showed you that I'm going to bring my 1975 El Camino to the duct tape drags this year, 2025, October 17th and 18th in the Tucson drag strip. One of the big upgrades I plan on doing with this car, it does have a stock rear end. I believe it's a 272 or 273.73. It's all right gear for cruising and stuff, but not all right gear for speeding up. Lately I've been cruising around my car, getting on the freeway, trying to pick up speed. I feel like I'm falling behind. People are passing me up. So one of the big upgrades I really want to do, I've been wanting to do, is actually put a Yukon locker on it. Yeah, this is a 8.5 and 8.6 GM 30 spline Duragrip hub, 2.73 and up posi traction compensite clutch. With that being said, yeah, this is the upgrade I want to do. So I'm doing a posi track. I got my motive gears here. Let me see if I have a label here. This is GM 10373. I picked 373 gears only because I heard a lot of great things about acceleration and stuff. The only downfall is I do have a 3-speed turbo 350 transmission, where I hear like guys say, like when you're on the highway the thing's screaming at higher RPMs. So I'm just gonna give it a shot. After the drag race, maybe I'll take them off and put 355s or so. But for now I'll try the 373 gear, see how I like it. I see a lot of positive reviews on it, especially with my setup that I have in this car, Chevy 350 with the turbo 350 engine. And I did buy some of the stuff I need. This is Richmond's bearings, races, do the whole shebang. I've never done this before. I did buy all the little specialty measuring tools for all this project. I think there's still more tools I might need to buy. I think this is this tool's to hold the pinion down when you're tightening it down. But yeah, I'll be recording some stuff and then I'll go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Always Nacho Desert Driveway. Have a good one, guys. Okay, well, pop the lid off. Sometime last year I replaced the fluid, so the fluid don't look too bad. It was like jelly in there. I don't think it was ever changed out. Yeah, as you can see, open carrier. I think it turns good. Nothing don't seem off or broken or nothing. Yeah, take this stuff off and then yeah, we'll go from there. I gotta remove the wheels, and then we can take off the little bolt there, pull the shaft out, and then yeah, start removing the axles, and we'll go from there. All right. Alright, so took out one spring. I'm going to try to remove the whole assembly just by removing the springs and sliding them out. Using this brake tool, it helps. You can use pliers too. I've seen either or. I did buy a whole new brake kit too, so I can try to pop this off. Nope. Loose. Go. All right, well, I got the wheels off and the brakes on each side because I got to redo the hardware anyways. Now I'm going to remove the drive shaft here. I have it chocked in the front so the car don't roll away from me going downhill. Just gonna see if I can kind of loosen these up and then loosen the collar up enough that I can just slide the go ahead and slide the shaft out here and loosen the tops. I replaced these universal joints years ago when I changed the engine out, when I took the tranny and everything out to work on it. Might have to climb up to the other side to get a better grip. Let me remove this side while I'm already halfway out of here. That way out. See if I can put this in somewhere. There we go. Alright, here we go. So that's our legs, that's what I get. So we'll see. You hold out. Gotta move this oil pan out. That one took full in here. Get mess. I got one side out. Okay, so I ran really easy. First all this stuff back here. It's been making for many years. On the car, never really done any maintenance on it. I got to go around to the next school. And my hand years, those are my right around. So I can hear it. Got it. So on that side. Doesn't matter. I'm sure maybe I can get it right on this. Wow, I'm like turning it on right now. That's what I need. I'm going to go this way with the watch wrench. See if I can knock it loose. You got it, see. Keep this thing up. Maybe it's a chemical out here, I don't know. I do have to check that. You open the front, I keep getting leaks every time I fill it up, top it off, and drive around for a day. I changed out the tail shaft bushing on the transmission and the rear so many times. It still leaks, and maybe I got a groove, I can't see. So, yeah, check that out. Alright, get that off. There, popped off. Tap on. Cool, awesome. Then maybe just put the screws, kind of figure it back in. I'm going to check the other side. Yeah, it's a big grease mess back here. Definitely some seal leakage in the past. Alright, getting greasy now. Cool. Now that's done. Now we're focused on moving the Now that I removed the drive shaft, all I did was push it forward. I can turn this freely. So, yeah, still got fluid inside there. But yeah, let me spin it back and then let's remove, I believe, this little guy right here. And then you can pop the shaft out and then just push in the axles. And then these C-clamps, or clips I should say, should come out. So yeah, give me a second here. Let me try to find a good spot to put my phone. All right, so here at this point, I got my 5/16. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this little bolt that holds it all together. See if it's easy. Hopefully. Not too bad. Nope. So I can kind of wedge this in here. And go up. Maybe I should have. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, it's just tight. Let's see. Gear oil, some oily stuff. Damn it. You gotta be careful because all these little gears are sharp. Don't want to cut myself. Let's see. I got a screwdriver right here. Oh, God. I think I can hold it now. Yeah. Oh, it's getting tight again. Did have a, let me look. Here we go. Little pry bar. I can wedge that somewhere here. There we go. Wanted to do this years ago, but when I priced it out, it was a lot cheaper back then. Obviously, not anymore. So, anyways, so I should be able to push this pin one way or another. Let me see if I have to turn it the other way. All right, there's the C clamps. Let me see if I can push the axles in. No, because you got to push. Let me see if I can pop it out with something. Try to figure out what's going on here. I should be able to. Yeah, I guess this thing's just wedged in there really good. I don't know if I have a. Let's see if I have a little small hammer I can kind of tap on it. Maybe it'll kind of fall out. I'm already making a mess down here. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to be this tight. I think people just push these out with their fingers. Let me see. All right. Let me get a little hammer, see if I can kind of tap on that. I'll be back. All right. Back. See if I can hit it with this extension. Maybe it'll pop out. Nope. Huh. Nope. Interesting. Huh. Guess I'll have to kind of look up some stuff, but I'm pretty sure this should fall out by now. Shouldn't force things out, so I'll be back. Alright guys, here's the update. I pulled this bolt out and I was like, wow, this came out kind of easy. Little did I realize this bolt is actually longer. I started thinking, I'm like, no way this bolt holds this shaft in here. It doesn't reach. Yeah, so the other half of this bolt is still in here. Been trying to fish it out with the magnet. So I just got some chisels here. Yeah, there's one right there. And I've just been hammering away, kind of just at this point breaking this shaft here so it can just pop through all the way. So instead of recording my frustrations, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to knock this out. I'll get back to you guys here shortly. All right, here guys, here's the update. After pounding on this thing, the shaft here, try to chip away. Let me try to clear it up here. Try chipping away all this metal pieces. Thought I can chip away the middle enough for it to pop through all the way. That wasn't the case. I eventually grabbed my angle grinder with the cutting blade and said, forget it. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the pin. Now that I cut the pin, it pushes all the way through, and now we are done. Finally, after about an hour or two, I want to say almost 2 hours, I've been at it. This is one of those things in the videos where the guy says, oh yeah, just pull the bolt out and the shaft comes out. Well, I pulled the bolt out, but the other half of the bolt stayed in. So comment below if you ever had this issue before. I'd never seen it in any other YouTube video about rebuilding rear ends. So let me know what you think. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this shaft out, and then yeah, go ahead and start taking out the little spider gears, and we'll go from there. Yeah, here it is. I cut it up all right here. Yep, that sucked, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to clean this whole carrier out really well. But yeah, at this point you can already see the C-clips. Go ahead and grab them. There's left. Pull the other guy in. See if I can fish out. See if I can fish it out here. Here's the right clip. There you go. Here's one spider gear. Let me turn the pin in here. Well, the other one fell through already. Other spider gear. Unfortunately, I had to cut it. I was gonna save this carrier, but shit, I guess not. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the axles out. Leg nut to the knee doesn't feel good. Alright, axles are out. Pull up the rest of the spider gears. Oh. And now we're ready to pull out the now we're clear to go ahead and pull the carrier bolts out, and yeah, we'll go from there. It's about 100 degrees today. Really humid. It rained last night, so probably call it quits now. Start early, bright and early tomorrow morning, guys. All right, see you later. this stuff up. And I think it should just fall out. Let me see. Try to keep the shims and stuff separated. Oh my God. That's right shim, left shim, and then yeah, it don't look half too bad in here actually. Yeah, the bearings don't look bad either. I think someone's been in here before. Famous last words. Yeah, because everything looks kind of newish, but like I don't have no pitting or nothing. Hands are all greasy, so I'm trying not to touch the camera. But yeah, no pitting, everything rolling smooth. So I'm gonna take the rest of it off and then get that pinion out of there. So all right, I got the pinion out of the way. Go ahead, start cleaning some of this stuff up. Oh God. See, it's still puddled up in there. Car's facing downward on the driveway. So I'm gonna throw my hand in here and kind of scoop some of this oil out. I changed this oil sometime last year. It's still kind of dirty. Didn't do a full cleaning on it, but I got little bits. Not a bad sign, hopefully. But yeah, that oil that was in here was just really grimy. It was like jello down here, like it gunked up pretty good. I scraped it all out. I obviously have seals, but I didn't want to drop the whole axle to repaint it and all that. At least not now. Sometime in the future, maybe when I upgrade to a 12 bolt heavy duty rear end. But this car's for cruising. I don't know if I'll ever do that to this car. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, shovel all this out of here. That way I can recycle this oil. Wink wink. I mean, damn, everything spins good. And I'm pretty sure that front seal is blown because this thing's just greasy like crazy. But yeah, I'll go ahead and try to get as much of this out as I can. I might have to jack up the car's frame a little bit. Kind of tight back here. That way I have more room to work up over here. Oh, whoa. Got a little brake leak. think nothing spun. All right, cool. My GoPro died. Everything looks pretty clean on the inside. Use the impact wrench with the 1.25 inch. Pop the nut off. Yeah, this don't seem too bad. Definitely looks like someone's been in here and replaced some stuff. I mean, you don't even have, let's see if I can focus up here. You don't even have pitting or nothing on the bearings here. So crush sleeve looks pretty good. I mean, I don't see like a lot of debris or damage or nothing to any of this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the races out. Pop this off with my new Jegs press and see where we're at here. So give me a second to set up.